Hello, konnichiwa. I'm Sakura. Today we are diving into some insane behind-the-scenes secrets about the Infinity Castle arc. And yep, once again, I've got the official fan book straight from the theater in my hands. You know this video is about to get wild, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around till the end. Now, Infinity Castle. Sounds like Muzan's creepy lair, right? But no, this thing is literally a moving battlefield. Characters are running, flipping, flying everywhere, and the entire castle itself is twisting and rotating with them. Imagine this. When the characters move around the corner, the background actually spins with them, which means, yeah, they had to build the whole background in 3D. No shortcuts. Zero. Sometimes the animators had to match their drawings to the 3D backgrounds, and other times the 3D staff had to match their work to the 2D drawings. Just thinking about the planning, the space design, the character acting, bro, that's a headache on nightmare mode. But wait, it gets even crazier! In Chapter 1, the Infinity Castle scenes alone took 680 cuts. 680 just for the castle. And the entire film? Over 2,000 cuts in total, running longer than 2.5 hours. And here's the kicker. Over 30% of those cuts needed full-on 3D camera work. That's not just ambitious. That's god-tier flexing from the animation team. Now listen up, because among those 680 Infinity Castle cuts, there's one that literally made the entire staff go, oh no, we are doomed. That legendary shot? Cut 17. It's the scene where Tanjiro and Giyu face Akaza in that eerie room, and suddenly a horde of demons comes flying out while the camera starts spinning around them in full rotation. Yeah, nightmare fuel for the animators. Even the 3D team was like, how the heck do we even move the camera here? They tried, failed, and tried again. Pure trial and error. And then, stepping into the spotlight, Shoji Koyama, a ufotable veteran with 19 years of battle scars. Also the mastermind behind prop design. You might remember his work from that iconic Season 2 moment, Zenitsu's shamisen performance in the Entertainment District arc. Yep, same guy. Instead of letting 3D lead the way, Koyama flipped the script. He said, if we build the space first, the camera work will flow naturally. That's how we make this cut legendary. But once he actually started, oh boy, it turned into a total headache. Questions like, are Tanjiro and Giyu in 2 separate rooms, or just one massive hall? How exactly is the castle moving while they fight? The storyboard was so complex it made everyone's brain melt. So how did this miracle of a scene actually come together? Let me break it down step by step. First, the team sketched out the key poses, those rough but crucial drawings that define the movement. That's where Tanjiro and Giyu's motion was locked in. And from their movements, the perspective and spatial layout of the room slowly started to emerge. Then, enter 3D director Nishiwaki. He tried converting everything into 3D and immediately hit a brick wall. The demons looked totally off when placed on the ground. Their size just didn't match the scene at all. Imagine dozens of demons popping out but looking like weird cardboard cutouts. Nope, not gonna fly. So what did they do? They adjusted the character sizes, tested angles over and over, and fine-tuned the sense of distance until it felt absolutely perfect. And that's not all. To really sell the moment, they added movements that brought the characters closer to the camera. That way, the audience could see every tiny detail. Tanjiro's fierce expression, Giyu's sharp movements, making the intention of the scene crystal clear. After endless trial and error, with the entire team sweating bullets together, the miracle shot was finally born. Infinity Castle wasn't just about mind-bending backgrounds. Nope, the entire arc is wall-to-wall action. And here's the catch. You can't just magically summon infinite action animators. Only a handful of animators can actually pull off high-level fight scenes. And those people? They're rare. So what did ufotable do? They built a whole new production system just for this movie. First, producer Kondo reached out to the studio's ultimate action masters. 4 legendary key animators: Go Kimura, Mitsuru Kobunai, Masayuki Kunihiro, and Nozomu Abe. These guys aren't just good, they're the gods of action. And instead of spreading them thin, ufotable made each of them a team leader. Boom! 4 action teams, each captained by one of these legends. Now, usually in modern anime production, the process goes like this. Rough keys, first keys, second keys, with different people handling each stage. Sounds efficient, right? Well, not when you're aiming for Infinity Castle levels of quality. This time, the action teams had a very different mission. Keep the original animator's vision alive through every stage, and make sure all the character acting stayed perfectly unified across the team. That way, even if multiple people touched a cut, it still felt like one seamless performance. Honestly, that's like forming an Avengers team of animators just to blow our minds. Alright guys, let's check out the highlight scenes from each of these legendary action leaders, because these cuts are absolutely insane! First up, Go Kimura. He handled the jaw-dropping climax where Akaza himself rejects regeneration. Yeah, Akaza literally says nope to his own healing powers. Kimura was the powerhouse behind tons of key cuts from the very beginning, even doing the roughs, first keys and second keys all by himself. Total MVP vibes. Next, Mitsuru Kobunai, leader of Team Obunai. His masterpiece, Zenitsu Versus, Kaigaku, Thunder Swarm. Even in lightning fast action, he zoomed in on expressions to capture every ounce of emotion. That's how you blend speed and feels in one go. Then we've got Masayuki Kunihiro, captain of Team Kunihiro. He took on Giyu's deathmatch with Akaza after unlocking his Demon Slayer mark. From water-breathing 10th form, Constant Flux, Kunihiro delivered action that hit with insane rhythm and contrast. Fast strikes, slow tension, then bam! Back to high-speed mayhem. And finally, Nozomu Abe. Brace yourself for this one! He brought to life Akaza's final form, Blue-Silver Chaotic Afterglow. In under 1 minute, Abe used over 5,000 frames of animation. That's pure madness, like a machine gun barrage of drawings creating the ultimate high-speed blitz. Together, these 4 animation titans sketched out the initial roughs and shared them with their teams, ensuring that even with this massive number of action cuts, the characters' acting never lost consistency. And here's the genius part. By directly explaining why each line was drawn a certain way, they turned the process itself into a form of knowledge transfer. Not only did it raise the bar for Infinity Castle, but it leveled up ufotable's entire anime. So today we took a peek behind the curtain into the insane battle animation of the Infinity Castle arc and the bold new action system that made it possible. Now it's your turn. What scene blew your mind the most? Was it Zenitsu's Thunder Swarm, Giyu's Mark Awakening, or Akaza's chaotic final form? Drop your answers in the comments. I wanna know what had you screaming at the screen. Oh, and get this! When Infinity Castle production first started, some staff were joking it might take 10 years to finish. Yeah, 10 years! The truth behind that rumor and even more wild behind the scenes secrets I'll be covering in another video. So if you haven't already, hit that sub button and check it out after this. Alright guys, that's it from me today. I'm Sakura and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!